Hey guys, welcome to the. Wow, my voice is sucking. Welcome to the construction team of the new production group that we're doing. That we're building. That we're making. Wow, I just dropped everything as well. That is fun. I love that. Clearly, today wants to get me upset, but yeah. Basically, we're gonna be constructing a new production group since our last one kind of died out, and I think I did delete the original server for it. So we're gonna have to start doing new ranks, new works, and other sorts. But they're still gonna be working for the same groups. So yeah. Right now we have what's it called? Let me check. We have 5 confirmed actors. We're not sure which rank they're gonna be taking in the organization, but we're assuming they're all gonna be the same rank essentially. Basically, we have Church, who's gonna be a I think voice actor and player actor. We got Quackachino, who's going to be doing both as well. We have Corgi, who's going to be doing just strictly player acting, which is still good. And then Dan the Man is going to be doing voice acting. Oh! And then we got Black Spire, who's probably going to do both. So, that's going to be good. This is going to be a long video, because it's just going to be me yapping the entire time while I either blow stuff up or build. So that's going to be a fun little video that I'm not going to edit, I'll put it like that. But, yeah. Right now we have just the group kind of named after the first production that we have planned, which is Darko. The group's B Darko, but you know. Basically, the idea is that we have a organization that originally was just supposed to deal with virology and other sorts of like pathogenic, anomalies. But due to the need of the world, they ended up expanding to several other types of infectious styles, such as what's it called, fungus, parasites, and other forms of the same concept around virology. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's essentially the governing concept behind our first production. And that's just a very vague explanation on what we would be doing. You know what, it could be a whole lot more productive just to blow this entire thing to smithereens with TNT. But yeah. That's essentially the primary concept for our first production. Let's hope this nut doesn't blow everything up. Holy. And our group is... I don't think they're going to be as committed as, like, the person who kind of, like, wanted me to do something similar to this. Because, how do I say this? The person who ordered this to happen was Black Spire. He's not necessarily a fan of our group, but he is a founder of the original, one of the many founders of the original production group. Since he was there from the beginning when we were trying to plan our first production. And, oh, that was flimsy. But he was there for some of the first productions, or not first productions, damn it. First planned productions, being the Technocracia, which was our first actual planned production. And he brought up a good point that, like, we kind of just gave up on the thing that we said we weren't going to give up on. Say the thing that we said we were going to go hard on. So, this is my attempt to sort of, like, not to give up immediately on a project plan. And obviously it's going to take a lot more than just me blowing stuff up to show that I am committed to it. So, yeah. Alright, that's like the bulk of the mountain smoothed it out a little bit. Let's actually, no, let's pull some more. Let's pull some more. But yeah. That's pretty much the main thing. We have a bunch of people who are hopefully going to be working with us for this thing. And it's good that we have enough people that are at least willing to come to assist. Since originally we didn't really think that we had a lot of people who would be willing to help us out to begin with. So now we have deals going in with Vladic groups. And right now we're hopefully going to be able to get some assistance from them to help further this along a little easier. Because as you can tell, we have quite a bit planned out. And this is going to be for the Special Productions channel. I got to start advertising that soon, holy. Basically, the reason why we even exist to begin with is because there's a very, very, very lost art in the modern Minecraft scene that I desperately want to revive because it really was just like the better part of Minecraft YouTube, in my opinion. And this is, for those who don't know, I'm referencing the Minecraft movie scene, which, you know, was done in many different types of ways. We had live action stuff. We had not live action stuff. We had Minecraft music videos and shit like that. But I'd consider making Minecraft movies, and just Minecraft productions in general has kind of been lost on the wayside. Inflation is cheap. Ah, damn it. Like I was saying, oh fuck! They blew the damn thing open. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. Screw it. Like I was saying, that type of production style has been lost on the modern Minecraft scene. And while some of it was bad, you know, it wasn't like, oh, all Minecraft movies are good. There's like quite a few bad ones and shit. But, you know, main thing is I want to bring that type of production quality back to the modern Minecraft scene and at least act as inspiration for other groups to do better. Even if I obviously don't do as well, it's always good to act as like almost like a starting place, almost. So, you know, with that being said, I did have at least a good 100 entries planned out for the production group. But obviously right now, obviously right now we don't have enough firepower to, you know, to do any of that. We don't have enough firepower, we don't have enough manpower. And it would be cool if the community that I, you know, try to work to, you know, entertain would be able to chip in and help out. Even if it means that, you know, they don't get paid immediately. Because obviously I don't have enough money to do this stuff immediately whatsoever. It would be cool to work with the community to try to pump some of this stuff out in a high quality manner. Even if it means that I use a lot of my time to do it. And even if it means that I have to figure out a payment plan for later. Because we're not making no advertising revenue off of this stuff. But I do have an idea on how I could go about doing it later. Basically, being able to track down people is pretty hard. But when you have an entire recording with their name and shit all over it, and you have them in your Discord or like anywhere readily accessible, then it's going to be a lot easier to track down somebody to get them something that they, you know, would want for payment. Just based off of that entire theory. So my idea is that since I have like a lot of these people that I at least currently work with in my DMs and they're willing to talk to me and whatnot, if I were to sit there and be like, hey, do you want to receive some payment for the work you did, you know, so such and such ago, it would be a lot easier than going up to some random person that I worked with in the streets, like, say if this was like the 80s or something, and just be like, hey, do you want to get paid for the volunteer work you did a while ago? Basically, my entire plan, in short, is to get people to do the work, or not. Well, obviously do the work and act and shit while I record and just kind of like try to write the scripts and whatnot. But later down the line, depending on which production they worked on, they would get an equal cut. Damn, voice crack. Holy hell! They would get an equal cut of the revenue. Um, that would be generated from that said production, just to ensure that they don't go away empty-handed if they do choose to step away from the project. Because one thing I hate is when people go, but one thing I hate more is when people go without at least something to leave with. Because it's either the non-selfish remark of like, oh, I don't like it when people work with me and they don't get paid or something like that. And then there's the selfish but understandable remark of they're likely going to start talking a lot of shit about us because of the fact that they didn't get paid, even though it was volunteer work. So just to skip that inevitable hurdle, it would be better just to start paying as soon as we are available to, with only the money that we generate through advertisements and stuff like that. That doesn't even obviously that doesn't pertain to brand deals and shit like that because of the fact that I own the channel, and I guess that would also go under ad revenue by the same rate. They work to do whatever the production value of that is, which is dictated by the community who consumes the said content. So if a video makes 3, everybody gets a penny. If there was a 3-man production and the video made 3 pennies, everybody gets a penny. That's the way that it works. I hate how resistant stone is to explosives. Holy. Yeah, that's pretty much our group. If you see this video, which I don't know if you will, I would appreciate it if if you do want to join something like this and perhaps even profit in the future off of some stuff like this. Please do not hesitate to put your comment in the put a comment in the. Wow, I gotta get my stuff set up. I completely forgot what I had to do today. Whoopsies. Basically, if you want to join something like this, don't hesitate to put your comment in the area down below. Wow, I'm so scared. I can't remember what it's called. Throw something in the comment section. Holy. Notify us. Tell us that you want to join. We'll try to lead the cooperative efforts to get you in on the project and get you properly situated. Not to mention, if you want to be a little more direct and get this thing moved on, like, a lot faster, in terms of, like, I guess what would be your recruitment if you were to join us. I think there is still a Discord link in my bio, but at the same rate, I think that might have also got deleted when we did the centralization effort, which failed so bad. Holy. But yeah. Don't be afraid to throw us a message. I don't know if I have my work email added to the thing, but I could try to get it set up and actually monitor it. But that might be like later down the line when we have actually a tight following. No! Oh. Oh god. But yeah. Actually, wait, hold up. Pick. Are you fucking kidding me? You're joking.
You're joking.
You're joking.
I am.
Oh, I didn't even see that you joined wholly. Oh, but I can use it on that. But I can't use a pickaxe, a netherite pickaxe, to mine stone. Are you joking?
Nothing to lose.
I hate this game so much.
But this did great.
What's good, Danny? Danny Phantom, Danny
Really.
Man. Oh, and before you start going off on some random nonsense, I'm recording right now, so don't, you know. You hear me, Dan Man?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. No, I'm asking if you heard what I said.
Yeah, I just have to find my book very carefully.
Yeah. Because I'm recording. I don't want to have to edit any part of this whatsoever. But yeah, that's basically the plan. That means, like, if somebody like Dan Man here were to help us with one of the productions, even if he's just a VA, he would be making an equal payout, just like the rest of the actors of that production. Although I guess it would probably be transferred into whatever his currency is.
Okay. Agent Kroner. That actually would be translated to Norwegian crown.
Yeah. No, I was explaining, like, how we would pay our actors once we have the ability to, like, actually make money off of the productions we make.
I would want to be paid because I've always, as a long part of my life,
I've always dreamed of being paid pennies.
Yes, and being a voice actor has always been my. Hey, can I get the money now that I said that? Yeah.
No, you're getting fired because that shit was cringe as fuck.
Now you have to. Now you make yourself have to edit.
No, I don't have to edit if it's, like, on a small scale. Like, if I say it, like, once every 10 minutes, it's fine. It's just don't be, like, excessively saying it to the point that YouTube has to age restrict my thing. So, like, you know. Yeah, let's try to. You know what? Yeah, you know what? You're right. Let's use the word fudge.
I'm gonna fudge and shoot you now.
Yo, I'm gonna fudge and kill you, dude. Like, dude, you done fudged up, dude.
You done fudged up. You're getting fudged now.
Yeah, I'm gonna fudge you like I fudged my.
My left hand.
You're gonna fudge your left hand, dude? Oh my god.
Oh, you should have seen it. I was fudging my girl.
Gang.
Gang, that's
No,
crazy,
what the hell did I just listen to?
So I was fudging this girl and she got fudged.
Dude, that's
all
fudged
over,
up, dude.
Yeah,
oh my god, I just broke the wrong thing, damn it. Ah, I just broke it again.
No, a table. Yeah, as a table, not table, babble. Babble.
I don't touch no babble. Oh my god, my head.
Racist.
Fuck. But yeah, like I was saying, basically, let me brief you on the plan. Dan, man, I completely forgot your name. I am so sorry. Basically, the idea is that we have, obviously, this production group, and it's not necessarily a new production group, it's just the revitalization of an old one. Basically, we have several organizations, and you guys are part of the general, like, actors group, because I don't have a name for that organization yet.
What's good?
Did somebody else join? Oh, what's good, Quacky?
The fuck was that?
Hey, I'm recording, dude.
Sorry, is this the guy that does the shulker box noises or something?
I mean, he's the one who can do a shulker box noise.
Am I known as the guy who does the shulker box sounds?
Danny, I'm gonna be so dead ass with you. I have not mentioned your name once around any of these people, aside from maybe Blackspire. Maybe Blackspire once, because I told him about you. I think you worked with Blackspire at one point. Maybe not. But yeah,
That's it.
I guess he is the Shulker Bucks guy. He's gonna be known as the Shulker Bucks guy now that now that you said
I've
that.
done this so many times to you, making the noise that is a choker box. That's what I'm trying to do, and you never caught it. This is a peak person right there. That caught my reference to.
I've been known that it was a Shulker Bucks noise. It's just it sounds like you're vomiting. That sounds like me. Anytime I get acid reflux, it just that's low key how I sound like. They sound like like just shit like that. But no, dude just came on himself in the VC, bro. Come on, dude.
What the fuck?
Hey,
I fudged up. I
Sorry.
dang fudged up.
Sorry.
Oh,
about to give you amnesia. Pause. But yeah,
wait, what did you say? I can't remember what you said.
well, so I was trying to get to, but the thing is that this dude keeps interrupting me. God, the nerve of some people. Oh, but yeah, basically, the idea essentially is that with the production group, we're going to make it so that, you know, immediately nobody's getting paid. I'm gonna just kind of drop that out there so that nobody's like expecting a payment, at least not immediately. But the idea is that anytime that a person works on a production, whether as like a actor, an editor, or even like one of the recorders, uh, they will get an equal payment of whatever the ad revenue is between the workers of that production. So, for example, you know, something that I have planned out just as a means to get like some cheap and easy recording out there is doing an interview with Imperium to sort of like, I guess, help both advertise them and to just kind of get some content for ourselves. So the idea is that, like, you know, if we were to have, for say, Quackachino working with us on the production to try to get recording to explain stuff, since he's directly affiliated with the group, he would get an equal payment of both me, him, and I guess the editor at that point, since it's just going to be a me and him thing. So, you know, since I'm currently the editor, script writer, recorder, pretty much everything at this point, uh, I won't be expanding my payment pool whatsoever because of the fact that I'm taking up multiple jobs in this organization. But I will still be taking whatever percentage that I will be taking as like one person, since it's based off of the person, not off the role. So, you know, it's a little bit messed up in that regard if we were to have a person working on like 90 things at once. But at the same rate, it's better just to pay off a person, because if we pay off a job, then there's gonna be a lot that we had to take into account. So mathematically speaking, it's just ass. So yeah, everybody gets equal pay based off of their person once we're capable of actually getting paid for the production in general. Now, obviously, we would try to figure out a way to speed this up. Obviously, I can't do anything because I'm 17 right now. When I turn 18, I can start doing stuff. But we're going to try to figure out a way to get some of these productions copyrighted through things like DistroKid and whatnot. And that's going to ensure that we at least get some type of residual revenue before we start getting advertisements on our channel. Because that's a long road down the line that is expected to be done within the next 3 to 5 years. So, you know, once all that goes down, oh, hiccup. And once we are actually confirmed to start making money, we will start to pay the actors and other workers to ensure that they are happy, and mainly to ensure that they stay, because 9 times out of 10, this is going to transpire into something big if we ever start making money off of it to begin with. And if it doesn't, then, well, we at least tried.
I could probably work something out, but then yet again, it's all yours.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to talk with. I'm assuming since Kami, according to DevCard at least, it's either Kami is like the main advisor or he's the new owner of the Velatic Imperium, which is confusing to say the least, given the fact that like, how do I say this? Basically,
Yeah.
DevCards. I texted DevCards saying, "Hey, DevCards, I do have a question about Imperium, I guess stuff pertaining to outside situations. since that's always been a sensitive topic for DevCart about leaving Vladik to do other things, even if it's like a short period type of thing.
Right.
So, I opened up with that, explained to him the situation and what we're working on. He explained to me that, could you explain the movie thing a bit more, which was a little concerning to hear, a little jarring, in my opinion. I never thought I had to explain what a movie was to a person around the same age as me, I assume.
Probably.
I'd
doesn't
hope.
know what a movie is.
I mean, I don't think it's like... I think he just kind of wanted a specific explanation, but the thing is that due to the fact that, like, whenever somebody's put on the spot, they immediately forget everything, okay? And in this situation, I didn't have any type of examples lined up, or at least not any good examples of what I would specifically be referring to for a Minecraft movie thing. So I literally just looked up the definition of a movie and kind of just was like, yeah, this is it, but like, think of it more pertaining to Minecraft and with a little bit more freedom, because we're not going to be forcing everything out of the actors. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of what we're going to be doing is just kind of like group gameplays, and then kind of just trying to affix it to a storyline, or at least going with like a vague script concept that people are allowed to adopt with their character and whatnot. It's kind of like a role play, yeah. Let's label it that. Role play videos adapted to a story. So yeah, that's essentially the main idea. And then he said afterwards, because I gotta get back on topic, my bad. And then he said, alright, I had to ask Kami about it. And that kind of threw me for a loop a bit.
Oh.
Now, Danny, if you, for the fact that you probably don't, yeah, you don't play on any of the servers, I'm pretty sure. Basically, DevCards is the leader of the Vladik branch of Imperium, which is like a third, or not a third, I think a third, it's either a third or a fourth of the size of the overall Imperium group.
I think he's just the chancellor, just like he oversees just this branch or whatever bullshit they have within the storyline. Fucking.
Hey, stop the F word, or else I'm gonna F you.
Yeah,
if you don't behave, we will fudge you up, man.
Yeah, don't fudging play around with me.
Yeah, you're gonna get fudged on these streets. Homie.
Yeah, but I'm the reason why I'm saying that specifically though, Battle of Australia, what the hell? Like I was saying, is because if you were to compare the roles that Chancellor DevCarts has versus Rip Kami, of all things, it's a governor to pretty much like, I guess, what we would call over here the president. Because of the fact that, like, well, let's put it like this. Governor is just of a specific area. Meanwhile, Chancellor means, like, leader of the nation or something like that. For this specific branch, because, of course, Esmir is the overall leader of Imperium.
That's crazy, though.
Gonna go spend the rest of my birthday offline.
Oh, you're gonna have a birthday?
It's today.
Oh,
sad.
My bad. Happy birthday.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Me completely
I already
forgetting my homie's
knew
birthday.
that.
Yo, okay, quit flexing before I flex my cock inside of you.
Hey, fudge off, you monkey, or I fudge you up.
Sorry, you're saying quacky.
I can't with this dude, bro. I can't with this dude.
Oh, I already know y'all are gonna get along finally. Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, right now I'm live on Kick trying to kind of just record the construction of this building, because how this is, basically my plan essentially for this map that I'm building right now, because I'm building a map for the thing, is to have a office building on top, and like everything else aside from the containment zones So like we would have like
sorry,
the, huh?
sorry to interrupt. I'm gonna leave for a bit.
Oh, okay. Stay safe, man.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No,
See
it's
you.
so good. See you.
Stay safe.
You too. But yeah,
Goodbye.
like I was saying, basically we have the corporate building, or not the corporate building because we're not a corporation. Um, we have the office building, the treasury, server room. I would assume even the barracks and armory and other sorts, since this is a militarized group.
Yeah.
And they would pretty much have everything else that like a group like the CDC, U.S. Army, and uh, I guess Black Ops group would have.
Yeah.
Because the entire idea of Darko as a whole is that the group specifically pertaining to Darko, being like I guess an advanced version of the CDC in this universe, is that they were a part of the CDC as like a sub-regiment or subgroup that was meant specifically just to do virology, but eventually, due to the second iteration seeing them as like a full-fledged, you know, infection organization, a couple of groups sprouted up, such as the GRU, which is obviously the Russian, I think, intelligence unit or something like that, and the quote-unquote Kuwak clan. It's Kuwak with a K.
What the fudge is a Kuwait clan?
I have no clue. I think I was drunk one day and I made the name just like in the middle of a roleplay. But basically, the idea is that they are a group of people that are meant specifically to look like KKK members because it's funny as fuck. But they're essentially biowarfare terrorists in the storyline. Basically, they wear white hoods, white uniforms, military vests. They use Belarusian firearms because they're a Belarusian terrorist cell. And in their storyline, at least in specifics to SCP, because that's where they originated from, their group's initial debut was somewhere in the 1960s, somewhere either before or after World War II, but like their original like entrance into the SCP universe was when they launched a biowarfare or chemical warfare attack uh on the like operation zone of Operation King Castle, and completely screwed up the like Foundation's involvement there, just for it to be pretty much saved by the doctor who was an SCP apparently. So, that's kind of like their initial thing. They did a chemical warfare attack, but what they're really known for and what their entire story kind of revolves around is virology. So, their entire thing is that they develop like these really like hyper advanced like biological infection agents that are unnecessarily lethal, but they're just really, really frustrating to deal with. And the idea is that due to like a cross-universe incident, the squad behind Darko was capable of entering the SCP universe and conquering a squadron in the SCP universe while they're trying to stop the GRU from having a chemical canister. Not chemical canister, another virus canister, my bad. Somewhere down the line, they cross lines with the Foundation. Foundation gets screwed over because Darko is trained by almost all of the world's special forces in the different specific arts that they would have to make a pretty much a pitch perfect squad capable of taking out anything humanoid. God, I am stuttering.
Scary.
Yeah. The reason why they have all that training, all the equipment related to that stuff, though, is because most of the enemies that they deal with are, of course, humanoid enemies. And it's for the safety of the entire world. So that's kind of like their whole thing, is that they're the most benevolent faction in any type of universe that they're a part of. However, due to situations, they are kind of seen in a chaotic neutral light, just because of the fact that they've killed a bunch of people in the Foundation, which they themselves are morally gray, so not the worst thing to do.
Oh, like them, no.
But, yeah. That's basically the main concept behind the thing. And the Kuwait clan is a Belarusian faction that acted sort of as freedom fighters back then against a number of organizations against the Nazis, against the or not against the communists. I think it was either for the communists or against the communists, but they were acting as like pretty much freedom fighters in most of the world's like chaotic regions. And eventually they decided that they were done with like losing all the time and decided to assert themselves. And they became a paramilitary cell that pretty much like owns Belarus now, which is why you see the Belarusian government in the modern day acting the way that it is, because it's supposed to be like a reason to kind of say why the Belarusians are kind of retarded.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's their main storyline. That's why they do stuff. I might try to figure out a specific name for the GRU faction, because calling out the GRU directly is kind of stupid, even though it would make for like a very big, powerful situation against the Russians and whatnot. But it's better to try to pinpoint a specific group that the GRU would possibly make after their fracturing. But yeah, we also have a ton of SCPs from my 90 entries for the SCP universe that would be able to kind of be translated over to here. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Do you want me to read some of them out loud for you?
Of course, mate.
Alright, that might. Gotta remember which server has the SCP stuff. There it is, SCPs. Also, I lied. It wasn't 90 entries. It was 72. Whoops.
You liar.
You lying piece of shit!
I'll kill you.
I'll put my cum in your butt. Buttocks.
Yes, okay. Hand is over.
Crazy. Alright, so basically, there's Neuroside, SCP-10005, and the original entry was lost because I completely forgot to write it out when the thing actually went down for the roleplay. Since all this is based off like roleplays and different types of like ADHD concepts that I come up with. Basically I forgot the original entry and I didn't want to have to go searching for it, at least not yet. So I just decided to write my own thing. Basically it says Neuroside is the brand of chemical weapons that has since been vaulted by the government, delivered to the Foundation some years after Vietnam, upon the realization that the chemical weapons are illegal, and was investigated and found to have turned people into living corpses, coming back to attack people and spread the infection to a deadly effect. This was a GRU weapon. And given the fact that it's like it's part chemical, part virus, it would make sense to put it in the storyline, at least to an extent. So yeah, there's that. Here it is, another one. SCP-10010 GRUP-ZV-1 Neuro Weapon, which I think might be the other thing. The GRUP had a testing site somewhere in the Ural Mountains that was responsible for the research and development of a super bio weapon capable of wiping out humanity. The Foundation, after a shadow raid against the GRUP, discovered the location and sent a battalion of 100 soldiers to participate in a shadow war on the GRUP. However, unbeknownst to the Foundation, a larger and more skilled force was just over the horizon. A virology investigation, containment, and research group by the name of Bogdan Disease Anomaly Research Containment Organization had launched their own assault. Upon meeting the Foundation, they were fired upon by the Foundation, and in a swift skirmish, the Bidarka Regiment killed 42 Foundation troops without suffering a single casualty, arresting the last 21 and taking them into a facility. Later contacting the Foundation, ensuring the troops were taken care of, returning them, and later allying the Foundation, UIU, and other organizations directly allied with the Foundation. As per the agreement, the virus, however, got loose, contaminating a Beta 7 operative upon a failed transport mission. B. Darko and SCPF agreed to help each other develop a better CBRN system to stop the disease in case if it becomes more widespread.
Oh.
Yeah, this shit gets detailed. And then there's another one that isn't technically a virus, but it's a little bit of a concerning concept in terms of the what's it called? The Darko group and the Foundation. Basically, it's SCP-10013 generational shift syndrome, which, according to the description, generational shift syndrome isn't actually a syndrome. It's a disease related to Alzheimer's. What it does is target specific parts of your brain depending on your age. You will fastly have your brain rot going back through the years of your life. 1 year of your life is taken every day. You'll become mentally younger each day till death. And the reason it's an SCP is because of the consistency and effectivity. Darko was the first to interact with the disease disease once contracted by a high-ranking member. The city that was reported by a soldier was put under quarantine, lifting it 3 months after when the virus was isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's I'm not gonna read the entire thing because this is like a really long thing, but I'll give you like a short explanation of it. There's SCP-10017, aka Atomic Thaumaturgy, something like that. I can't pronounce these words. Basically, the short precursor to all this is, Atomic Thaumaturgy references an event that happened in the Russian nuclear power plant labeled Project Breakthrough. It exploded, causing several high-risk mutations to occur. And some of the mutations is stuff like humans, they got mutated into like pretty much the equivalent of SCP-096. Um, there's the AT fungus, which is Ophiocordyceps. And their entire thing is that they will replace like damaged parts of a person with fungal pieces, which depending on what type of infection you have, can do you good or do you wrong. And the reason why I say this is because the regular Ophiocordyceps just kind of causes necrosis to the body. Then there's the sort of like regular widespread type of advancing cordyceps. And then there's the survivor cordyceps strand, which infects survivors but allows them to essentially be their own entity. And it helps to make them stronger, allow them to survive more dangerous issues. However, I'm pretty sure their entire thing is that they get their, damaged parts replaced with fungus, which means that the more that they get damaged, the harder it is to sort of revert them if they were to ever get a cure for the fungus. And then there's AT rabies, which is just an advancement on rabies to make it kind of like more like a zombie apocalypse type vibe. Just they can't drink water, obviously. Uh, then there's 18 Urex, which is just a brain worm type of thing. And honestly, the main reason why Darko exists in the first place is because this is all, like pretty much a list of all the types of infections and anomalies that they would be handling, such as mutation, viral, parasites, and fungus. So like this was the thing that kind of made Darko in the first place.
Yeah. That's like a cool concept though.
Yeah, there's a shit ton more. Holy. Let's see. There's
Where do
SCP.
you find like the time to make a whole another like a lore of the world?
Uh, ADHD thought and the inability to shake off those thoughts, if that makes sense. Like, how do I say this? A lot of the stuff that that even I'm telling you about has not been written aside from like the few entries that I was able to do kind of just quickly. So like a lot of this stuff still is subject to be like rewritten and changed to be better than it was before, or at least to be more detailed. Meanwhile, I kind of pump out almost like a universe every single month when it comes to like my thought process because I'm just so fucking bored all the time and have pretty much nobody to talk to or whatever. So like if I were to be left alone for a while, eventually I'm gonna just pump out like an entire multiverse like I did when I was younger. Um and like I could have written all this stuff down into like several types of books and shit like that. But genuinely I can't bring myself to actually try to write any of this stuff. And that's kind of like the bane of my existence when it comes to doing this type of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. Rest assured, at one point I'm gonna hunker down and actually write this stuff out once we get this group sorted out. Because if I can get this group sorted out and kind of like not automate the production process, but at the very least make it easier, or at least make it so that this group is like kind of like a sourcing for other people to have their stuff pushed out. I want to be able to sit down, find the time to comfortably just write all my stuff down. And if this does work out the way that I intend it to, then we'll all be very rich. And we'll all be making enough money to be able to just sit down and relax without having to worry about work or school.
That I can buy myself the Ford pickup truck electric that I want.
I honestly thought you were going to make a joke, but that does sound pretty fucking awesome. No lie.
Yeah, it is. Like a pickup truck, but it's like it makes the environment be able to like here.
You know, I do actually want to bring up an interesting piece of research that has been conducted like a few years back. Did you know that green alternatives aren't exactly all that green? Yeah, like for example, electric over gas. The reason why I say that is because when it comes to electric vehicles of all things, they're great. They're great. They do make it so that there's a reduced footprint, but at the same rate, it's the problem of immediate versus overall. Immediately, gas operated vehicles are going to produce less carbon footprint in their production because of the fact they're not dealing with like plastics or lithium as much as per se a electric car is. But at the same rate, the entire reason why electric is such a good option, and I'm saying good because I do agree electric is a great option regardless of this fact, the overall usage of a electric vehicle is going to have a reduced carbon footprint, which reduces the carbon footprint overall when it comes to stuff. So long term it's great, short term it's going to cause a lot of pollution. But it's negligible in the amount of carbon footprint that is reduced, I'll put it like that.
Oh, yeah, and you have road dust too.
The what?
The dust of the road. Okay, I'm just stupid now, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm joking.
Nothing to lose.
I still have a bunch more entries because remember I said I had like 72 entries. These are just like the few that pertain to Darko. Like here's one that was specifically made for Darko when it was initially written. Because Darko was written like long before even this was like being taken place. This was like written I think in 2024. Not the entry, but the overall concept of Darko. SCP.
Are you sure?
Shut up. No, I'm joking. SCP-10020, the Flesh Eaters. Ooh. Okay, you're nasty. You're nasty. I said flesh
I'm
eaters,
sorry.
not cock eaters. Yeah.
Flesh.
The time is December 17th, 1976. because Darko was like here ever since the 70s, according to the original storyline. But it might change based off of what goes on. Not sure, but basically SCP. Sorry, 5 SCPs because that's what they're going to be quoted as in the SCP storyline. So overall, it's not classified in the actual storyline. Upon first, oh sorry, shit. Object Class Keter were found roaming the San Gabriel mountain range in California by Darko agents. Upon first contact, they killed one of the entities, losing an agent, tasing another to death, and then shot another while subduing the. Why the fuck did I write it like this? Basically, they killed about 1, 2, 3. They killed three entities, lost an agent, and then subdued one of them with only 3 instances left. They were called Anomaly 002 before an asset was transported to the Foundation for further examination. The entities are blind and mutated to have no skin, only bones, muscle, and other tissue. The shriek is a form of echolocation, using their claws to destroy and feed off of the bodies of their victims.
Ew.
Yeah, these guys are disgusting. These were the first group, by the way, or first type of like entities for Darko's storyline. Basically, when they got their shit hit the fan almost immediately, and they started just kind of like trying to get the situation to end fast due to the chaos that was ensuing because of the situation.
Yeah, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I just felt like doing a meme. I didn't even find it disgusting.
You said what?
I didn't even find it that disgusting. I just wanted to do a meme. I don't know why.
I'm gonna make you disgusting. How about that? God
Ready.
damn it.
God damn it. God damn it.
Ah, damn it!
I did blood.
You just
Actually
came.
ejaculates.
Crazy.
No, it sounded like you did.
I did. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm so sorry.
I did. Oh, hey.
Crazy. Let's see. There's I remember I apparently did like such a massive like time skip when it comes to the amount of stuff that I was writing for Darko that
Are you
I
sure?
genuinely I can't find like anything related to Darko anymore. I know there's more, but I just gotta continue scrolling apparently. Also, I
Are
just
you
realized
sure?
I mistyped that. And then there's stuff that I gotta write out. Oh god.
Sure.
Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, I found it. SCP-10059, DMD 26. What?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna touch you. I swear.
That cough. It killed me. I'm dead now.
Yeah, like I was saying, DMD 26, aka Degenerative Membrane Disease 2026, is a disease made by the Kuwat clan that breaks down every known form of membrane aside from bone. Some symptoms include. Oh. Oh.
What?
Do you want me to explain the
Okay.
symptoms list?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure. I threw a trash bag into space.
I'm gonna throw you into space. Are you
I'm
sure you
sure.
want me to explain the symptoms list to you? This is gonna get disgusting very fast.
I've watched an analog horror that had a baby that got shoved down a pipe
That is nothing compared
alive.
to actual diseases. I'm gonna put it like that. All
I
right.
grew up with Teletubbies. I'm a tough boy.
Like us, okay, you know what? Since you've proven you're tough enough to take it on, some symptoms include dysentery, pulmonary fibrosis, pneumonia, skin lesions, internal hemorrhaging, degenerative anemia,
Wait, can
hemophilia.
I ask a question?
What?
Isn't ammonia like a cleaning thing they use to clean?
No, that's ammonia. Pneumonia is the what's it called? Like like liquid inside of your lungs. You know, the really bad stuff that can kill you.
Oh, then should probably not have it in our lungs. Then I guess.
Well, when you're sitting there having a degenerative disease that is meant to, like in the descriptions, like break down every known form of membrane, you're eventually gonna have like bodily fluids in your lungs, whether it be blood or cysts or pus or whatever the fuck.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna, yeah, I will actually strangle you. Please stop. You're annoying the shit out of me.
Yeah, but can you really quickly while explaining, go out of the game you're playing, not to change the game, just check what I'm playing on Roblox, like really fast, please.
All right, let's see what he's doing. No, I totally wanted to go into my thing, you fucking asshole. Oh, now I gotta log in. Go fuck yourself. Oh, that's not my password, is it? Okay. Well, then guess what? Fuck you. Oh, I completely forgot. I don't want to. Okay. What do you mean that's not my correct password? Oh my god, I am actually. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's why. Because guess what? My computer wants me to. Oh my god, I'm about to actually rage out, bro. I'm about to Hulk out. I'm about to Hulk out right now. I swear, I'm about to Hulk out.
No, no, don't do it. Happened last time when you punched the
Shush! Shut the. Shut up!
Huckleberry.
Shut up! Shut up! Okay, don't remind me. Don't remind me. That was a terrible time.
Huckleberry out of your PC.
Living Huckleberry is insane.
Yeah, and we're not repeating the Holocaust. So be a good boy and stop.
I'm gonna make you my good boy. How about that? If you keep on talking to me like that, boy.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to
Far
lose.
away, far.
Okay, let's see this stupid thing. Go! I had to mute my microphone so I could scream, "Go fuck yourself." Oh, okay. Well, then, what was the point of me muting my microphone? I'm just gonna say it out loud then. Okay.
But you only said it once now, so it's okay. It's been a long time since you said it the last time.
I don't think so, but alright. YouTube's probably not gonna probe me for it. Pause. Alright,
I think they don't like me because I'm Norwegian. They're racist.
dude, you said the reason why I got banned is because you said like the most outrageous shit. It wasn't like it wasn't you. It was also me. Like we both said some outrageous shit in my last video. That's why I got removed, bro. Okay, let's be fair to YouTube. They had a reason to get rid of me.
Racist. Racist.
Look, they can't be racist to a black guy, can they?
No. That's allowed. We left that back in the 1800s.
All right. They're people now.
They're people now.
But yeah, like I was saying, necrosis, hemorrhaging shock, systemic infections, inflammation and paralysis. The virus is severely unstable, mutating rapidly beyond identification. Heat helps the disease progress while the cold slows it down severely. Drugs can slow this down. However, cure is next to impossible.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. What else? I think I made one like shortly after. I'm not quite sure.
Do not tickle my pickle.
There's a weird one.
I want to say a joke so bad.
Why?
Because you said there's a weird one, and I have something.
I have something. Oh.
I
Say
already
it.
walk in the special eds class.
We're just speedrunning getting me banned. Okay, I see how it is. I see how it is. you're a dick.
There's a weird one.
my teacher pointing me out and screaming at the top of her lungs. That's a weird one.
That's actually what you hear when you're doing a test and your teacher walks by and looks at your paper and says, that's a weird one.
me drawing.
You're good.
Me drawing My Little Pony. That's a weird one. Walks away. Fuck it out. Oh, okay.
Isn't that like actually the core of how racism started? Some white guy said, that's a weird one, and that's like
That one's not supposed to be here. They don't belong here.
that's a weird one. How bad can it be?
I just murdered a whole family.
I am the Lorax. If you chop my trees, I'll cap your knees. And spray your eyes with Febreze.
Look, if you're gonna climb my tree, make sure to cut the branch off first. God, that's such
I'll cut the whole tree.
Oh, what?
And the roots.
And the roots, my poor toesies.
And the stones. I'm removing the entire garden, my man.
Yeah. But yeah, there's also this one. I completely skipped over this by accident. SCP. What? Like I was saying, I was gonna shock myself. SCP-10058, Acticulitis, aka Walking Dead disease. The Kuat clan were always genetic strategists living in concrete bunkers in foreign nations. However, Acticulitis is a deadly bacteria that has a devastating kill switch. Starting out as a small bacteria, it can contaminate water, air, animals, from birds to fish. It will infect everything. At the start, it just gives the infected cough, sneezes, and rashes on top of a few miscellaneous symptoms. However, within a week or two of the infection, it rapidly progresses to a degenerative disease that makes it impossible to sleep, produces debilitating hallucinations similar to schizophrenia and psychosis. The disease rots your flesh rapidly. Pneumonia, sweats, and pus discharge onsets within 2 weeks. Within 3 weeks, strokes are commonplace. The Walking Dead effect onsets within a month. What?
I'm sorry. I just You said the three worst words around me: stroke, discharge, and
pus. Pus.
Yeah.
I knew that you were gonna start laughing at that. You childish.
Yeah, but I was about to say something and you cut me out because I said I wanted some pot to use my discharge.
Stroke! 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 No, I'm joking. Crazy. Alright. Acticulitis is one of the most dangerous bacterial infections that the Kuat clan has made, as it's considered a chronic achievement in mixing both effectivity Holy fuck, I need to swallow. Pause. Mixing both. I am done with you. I am so done with you. You're going to get molested. Crazy. Like I was saying, mixing both effective destruction with high infection rates. The bacterial strength is high between the climates, and its drug resistance is pretty high too, alongside the genetic makeup shifting ever so often, reducing and increasing its effectivity at the cost of not being able to control or cure it as easily. What was so funny about that last part? What was so funny about that last part?
I actually just did that.
I'm going to kill you. You know what the worst part is about the about the two diseases that I talked about just now?
No.
I'm gonna kill you. Basically, I made both of them in the same day within the same 2-hour time span.
You I had a dream You have too much free time, my man. You could probably, with all the free time you have, you'd probably walk to Norway and we could have met up already.
Pretty much, yeah. No, how did I say this? I could have probably done that. I could have also probably just used my free time a little more productively to either get my schooling done early or get some books out and then make some money off of that shit. But the thing is that, as I told you, I'm so fucking ADHD, I can't sit down and actually just do something about it. Which I hate so much that I can't do all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do it. As just how do I say this? I did at one point spend like $20 or so to get a bunch of energy drinks because I was like, oh, caffeine helps me to focus. So if I got a bunch of, caffeinated drinks, perhaps I could focus. I smashed back about 15 energy drinks within the span of a month, and nothing came of it.
Drinks?
Like Rockstar, like I bought a bunch of like Dollar Tree brands. Let's put it like that. Anything that was available at Dollar Tree, I had.
Oh, if you ever come down to Norway, you have to find a way, like put a lot of those like energy drinks, like Rockstar, and the thing that always got sponsored in like 2016 by the big YouTubers. That one drink.
Prime.
No, it's 2016. It was an energy drink. Was it Rockstar? Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was Rockstar because they're still being sponsored everywhere.
Yeah, they had like guava, cool, passion, lime, penis explosion.
God damn it! Why did I think you were actually like I was sitting there listening out right to see if it was like a what's it called, a flavor that I was familiar with, and then I just like I don't know why I thought you would actually give me a flavor. I am actually so stupid for that shit. Yo.
Yeah, but like Rockstar, you have to bring all those energy drinks down here because I want to try them. I've tried Battery because I like drinking battery acid. Monster because I have always had I have a bird in my room right now.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. I really don't think it's like that hype of a drink whatsoever. Like it's good and all.
You're American.
But, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm American? I would assume you don't have hype drinks where you're from either.
That may be the wrong song.
Yeah, I was about to say. You ever say some racist stuff like that again, and I'm going to touch you violently. All right, buddy.
But we don't have any that was an accident. I'm sorry, boss, but we don't have any hype drinkies. You know the drink that you don't guys stopped with, and the Coca-Cola said fuck off. You know Surge.
I'm still recording, dude.
But I haven't done. This is my one time to shine.
Crazy. But yeah, you were saying about Coca-Cola.
You know Surge.
Yeah.
We have it, and it's called Urge.
We have Surge over here too. It's kind of terrible.
No, but they removed this S, and it's the best to drink ever.
Right.
We have just Urge.
To be fair, we're all kind of classicalists. Okay, we love Sierra. I think it was Sierra Mist, Schweppes, and what's it called? Mountain
Dew.
Not Mountain Dew. It was a different one.
Mountain Dew.
We might have already said it. I'm not sure. Basically, it was whatever people would use as a tonic for stomach aches and stuff. Or not stomach aches, stomach bugs. Or the doo-doo virus.
You know, the best thing about Norway, what happens if you were to go grab a glass right now and fill it with water from your sink and drink it?
I wouldn't do that because I have to put it through a tap or else I get the gay chemicals.
Yeah, we drink it right from the tap.
Which is disgusting.
No, because it's fresh. It's actually drinkable.
Yeah, but the thing is that anything that goes through a pipe should always go through a secondary purification process because of the fact that you might get
it does that too. It does that. We don't drink straight fudging moose poo.
Oh, you stupid bastards! Like I was saying, it doesn't, unless if you have like a, what's it called, a filtration system, a tap straight to the tap. I would never drink from the tap in your country or any other country for that matter, especially not Germany of all places because they got hard chemicals. Okay, if you want to start doing that shit, I can start doing some shit too.
Gosh, sprinkling his genitalia extra weak. It's useless.
Out here blowing up my goddamn buildings.
Blowing it down back, boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Who's still around? I hear somebody still around. Where are you? Where are you, boy?
I'm gonna go. Nothing's alone.
I swear I'm getting sick and tired of these damn things. But yeah. I don't know. I would never drink from a tap in a country anymore. What the hell was that?
Yeah, but our country, we have a filtration system in the pipes that, like...
The problem is the pipes. If it's not on the tip of the thing, I don't trust it. Like, you could give me literally, like, the what's it called? The water of the gods, and I would not give a damn. I would still try to throw it into another purification system.
God comes and gives you water.
If it comes from the pipe, if it comes from the pipe, if God were to put his water through the pipe and try to, you know, like, give it to his people through the pipe, I would still throw it into a filtration system. Just because I do not trust that it's pure. Even if it came from God's hand himself, okay? As long as I know that it came from a pipe and didn't have a filtration on the tip of the faucet, I'm putting it through another filtration system. That's just how it is, bro.
So what, you're going to go buy water in the stores?
No.
But what, how do you... If you...
Have you never heard of a water filter?
Yeah, we don't have those.
You don't have a fucking Brita. You don't sell Britas in your country.
No, they're inside. The built in the fudging sink. They're inside of it.
No! Yes, but no!
Yes.
Look, I don't give a damn what thing, because look, we have, what's it called? Our things go through a purification process, yet it still comes out like ass. Okay? We have things built into our water systems when they go through the water thing as well. Might not be in the pipes, but it goes through a purification process. I don't trust it still, because guess what? That's not pure water! That is water and whatever hairy testicle that the... What I'm saying is that I don't care if it came from a pipe. I don't care if there's a purification system in the pipe. I'm putting it through another thing if it's not on the tip, okay? That's how I roll. That's how I roll. Fucking asshole.
Your ass wipe, and I'm gonna wipe your ass.
I hope you do, boy. Wipe it real good. Fingers deep and all. Ugh, what the
Is that deep enough for you?
Yes.
Deeper.
Deeper.
Have you seen like that girl eating the like gummy, giant gummy bear?
Giant gummy bear.
Giant gummy bear? Bigger.
Bigger!
No. And at the end, they just scream the N-word.
I pull a tuggin.
Yikes, moss. Far away. Nothing to lose.
I completely forgot I have an auto clicker that I could use.
Completely forgot I don't even like you. Sleeps chats.
Yeah, nobody likes me.
Yes. Yes, it's fucking diabolical. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's extreme.
Alright, let's test this baby out. Oh yeah, that's exactly the type of thing I need in my life.
What?
This auto clicker.
I actually took a tick test. What?
I completely forgot that there's... When you mentioned tick, that thing threw me for a loop because I just completely forgot that one of my friends has been, like, almost, like, giving himself Tourette syndrome unintentionally. So at one point he just started, like, just saying over and over again, koala, koala.
And he does this without having Tourette syndrome.
Yeah, pretty much.
I already want to beat him.
You want to beat him?
Yeah, I want to beat his Schmeat.
Well, you could beat my stream.
Okay, fine.
You know, I actually do wonder if we would be able to get him into the server as, like, an actor of sorts.
Yeah, and, like, right in the voice acting, just starts repeating the N-word 500 times. Sorry, it's my fake ticks, guys.
It's my fake ticks is crazy. That's so
Yeah,
real,
you
though.
know. That was actually my cough, and I don't know why it sounded like I was a dying shulker box or an eagle.
I'm an eagle. Now you sound like a fucking seagull.
Yeah, thank you. You got the reference, my boss.
Don't worry, my boss. I get it, my boss. Love you, my boss. No homo, my boss. Actually, you know what? Full homo, my boss.
Yes. Mods, grab this man's testicular area. Efficient torque you.
What the shagma?
Take his genitalia and twist it. Ow. Ow.
I think I just unintentionally crashed my game. Yep. Okay.
I grabbed onto its genitalia and twisted it.
Crazy. You grabbed onto the genitalia of my internet and twisted it up until it fucking popped.
Yeah, just... Well, twisted back, guys.
Twist it harder. No, I'm joking. God.
I don't like my PlayStation controller because I can't make the funny noises.
Yeah, because all it sounds like is just fucking... It sounds like...
Yeah, I know, but like I'm looking forward to like actually being a normal human being of sorts.
Uh-huh. Are you looking forward to be a voice actor?
Yeah, but when I get my microphone, I'm gonna be the best actor.
Dude,
I can
if you get a
simulate.
computer, that's gonna be the craziest shit because you're gonna be able to be a voice actor and a player actor. You're gonna be going crazy.
Beep up. I hate people of. I hate poor people.
Crazy.
Beep up. Oh, clanker. Shibby. Nothing to bottle.
Immediately silenced me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so for some reason my platform is just crashing over and over again, so that's fun.
Oh my god. Stop beating the living shit out of your PC.
Then stop making those fucking noises.
Oh no. Gee Willikers. Are you a part of the G Willikers?
You know, I had a weird dream last night.
I see. What the fuck? What the fudge did I just say?
I see. Yeah, I'm gonna explain it for the live stream. Basically, I had a weird dream last night. Okay, hear me out, y'all. I went to sleep at like I think 4 or 4:30 a.m. and I slept up until 11, I think, a.m. And actually, no, it would have to be a.m. because if it was p.m., I would be going back to sleep. Basically, I was, what's it called? Sorry, I'm still trying to figure this out. But yeah, I was asleep, and I had dreamed that I got pretty much like drafted to go to the military, which I know is impossible. I know damn well that they wouldn't draft me of all people. I have too many disabilities and shit. But yeah, I had a dream that they drafted me for the military, and my brother was also drafted in that dream. And we're sitting here at basic training doing, I think it was machine gun training or some sorts. And I ended up getting shot like 3 different times in the sole of my feet while on the training area because some asshole completely forgot to arc the shot when it comes to the machine gun so that it doesn't, bounce back and hit somebody else. And I ended up getting shot 3 times in my feet, and it fucking sucked. That's about as much as I could say. It sucked really bad. It was annoying. It was frustrating. I pretty much could not, walk, I guess. But most of all, it was just an annoying thing that I had to go through in the dream. So, I'm sitting here, not able to walk, trying to do my other duties as a recruit in training. So, that's always fun.
You might be the actual lucky, happiest man alive if you get shot in the foot and say, kind of sucks. I swear, I want to be like you if I can get shot in the foot and just, damn, shucks, man. Well, can't walk anymore. What's a brother gonna do?
I mean, to be fair, it's highly, how do I say this? The reason why is because obviously in the dream I can't feel the pain, and all I could feel was like a kind of like a radiating annoyance, if that makes sense. Like, you know how like whenever you get tickled or something like that, it gets not actually no, tickle's really bad. You know, like whenever you like apply a lot of pressure to your leg or something like that, it becomes like really uncomfortable. Imagine that, but on a greater scale in the sole of your feet. Not to mention the sole, like having a injury on the specifically like the bottom of your foot, going like inward, like for example a gunshot, is actually like highly lethal because of the nerves in the foot in particular.
Yeah.
So
But, still, even if you didn't feel it, that's such a
Dream Me is a badass, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the type of characters that I'd be writing, though. Just so people are like, damn, well, that fucking sucked. Oh well. Time to do my other duties on my two-shot feet.
Well, I'm shot. What about it?
Pretty
Not
much.
the first time.
Not the first time. You know, actually, that's a how did I say this? I want to make like productions that are realistic. Like somebody gets shot, somebody gets hurt, this and that. But the thing is that the characters that I write don't really fall under that category because I'm low-key so bad at writing characters. So I have to try to figure out a way to make it so that my characters can both exist and still interact as a realistic human being. So I'm thinking, what if if I get shot, it's not actually me getting shot, but it's like a non-penetration or something like that, or like it's like we're getting closer to getting hit type of thing. One of the two. So that if he does actually die, that would be him like actually getting shot and actually dying.
My dream, one of my dreams, is to become an actor, and my character being like loved, like a good character that everyone likes. And then it ends up getting fucking killed, like slimed out. But I want it to be like heartbreaking. Maybe I'm the villain of some sorts. But at the end, they explain why was this motherfucker so awful.
What, like an anti-villain almost? Like, because that would make it seem like you're like the hero, but you're no, that would actually make you like even worse than an anti-hero or a villain. I was gonna say, if you wanted to be loved, we already have you planned to be like the dispatcher, and then you mentioned that like you're gonna get fucking slimed out.
Yeah, I want to be slimed out in real life, not in real life.
So real.
But yeah, so good. Just ended up while eating a soft serve.
Okay, Biden, relax. Now I want ice cream.
I am President Biden. I don't know how Biden. It's like, wait, let me try to do a Biden.
Hold on, let me try to do a Biden impression.
Wait, let me do a Donald Trump lover impression. I promise I have black friends. I'm not racist.
I totally love the Nick.
What did your mic like actually? It sounded like it cut out.
It's because I'm low-key very good at making it seem like my microphone cut out. That's why I'm low-key the master of voice acting trust.
Oh. Yeah, but you actually, if I get a character that everyone wants to like likes, you have to make my backstory that as H, and I have to get slide.
Okay, you know what? I do have an idea. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it the way that you want me to. But what if we made it so that since you're going to be playing the dispatcher in Darko, likely, what if your character is like a really beloved guy because you're like actually good at your job, as dispatcher in Overwatch? Your character's storyline eventually gets like a subsection in Darko that kind of like specifically talks about your character after your character gets like assassinated, or maybe even before. I don't know. We could try to figure out a way to expand your character's storyline amidst the Darko situation. But what if we made it so that your character just gets like sniped in a hostage situation by the fucking sniper of one of the Darko snipers?
Yeah, exactly. When I'm trying to save a hostage, which I'm told not to do.
I was gonna say that you are the hostage, but okay.
Oh, okay. I felt like Edgar was like trying to save a hostage while being told, no, not to do that. Is dangerous. You wanna do that.
You know, I actually do have an idea, and I don't know if you would be down to do it. I did have a character concept for like a long time ago. Essentially, the concept is that I have a dispatcher character that was part of the SCP universe, and his entire thing was during the atomic thaumaturgy situation. He went out to go like coordinate a rescue mission by himself for the Russians, since all that stuff was happening in Russia and like few bordering nations like Kazakhstan and shit like that. Basically, he goes in and tries to get like important members together to try to not only do a rescue mission on high-ranking officials, but also to like help out the children and whatnot, sort of like get a effort to end the situation immediately. And he's not a military agent whatsoever. He's just a SCP dispatcher for the task force agency. However, the situation was getting worse by the second, and he decides to go through hostile territory, ducking, Russian Federation, socialists, and GRU agents specifically to try and, you know, help the situation however he can. So he gets like his I think it was like his M14, uh, World War II variant, or not World War II. Was it World War II or Vietnam that was introduced in? Whichever one it was. Basically, he grabs an M14 that he had, bayonet, some bandages and stuff like that, and he goes off to Russia by himself, going missing for several days. But since the cell's so big, he doesn't have to worry about them figuring out up until very late. And he eventually gets in contact with the O5s, telling them the situation. He's severely injured. He was battered by one of the SCPs that were in the region. And eventually he gets to an area where a couple of generals and politicians were being held. He gets them out. He explains to them the situation. They want to stay and fight. He decides, screw it, let's stay and fight. So they decide to coordinate an effort to kind of like make a new federation almost in the region to help, contain the problem and at least restore the original federation to the area.
Yeah, quick warning. I'm probably going to forget I have this, by the way.
Oh, no, that's fine.
I also have the HD.
No, I get that. It's fine. I understand. Trust me, I'm the same way. I'm just telling you, like, the general backstory so that the immediate you, can understand. But,
I just want to download.
Well, let me get there. Basically, since you can't play modded, and this has been, like, a pretty well-known fact by the fact that you're playing on PS, I could, in theory, try to do a gameplay where I kind of, like, I go around amidst one of the not one of the situations, some of the situations, and like kind of like play through it as the dispatcher would, and then you kind of voice over it with like either the scripts or whatever type of flavor text that you want to in order to, help give the gameplay some flavor. So it's like a two-man operation for a one-man role.
Yeah. And when I get I basically have pizza down here, but I just have to wait. My stuff from moving.
Yeah.
Why can't I eat my food?
Eat
I
your
picked
food.
up the whole start. Oh. I was about to die. Oh, man.
But yeah, that's pretty much like the rundown of the character. He's like not supposed to be a military agent, acts like a military agent, kind of slays the role. And even though he's like kind of like an insubordinate of the, I guess what would be the Darko group instead of the Foundation group, he's well beloved by his coworkers, both military and civil. And even though it's not necessarily a villain role, you're still well beloved by the group that you work for.
Yeah, let me explain how I want my death to like hit the audience. Tell me your favorite TV show or
I understand how unproductive this is gonna sound, but I actually don't have a favorite TV show.
okay. Do you like Marvel?
The fuck is that?
Marvel.
Marvel? No.
Fuck. Do you like Star Wars?
No. Not really, no.
Do you like Red Dead Redemption?
Never played it.
Have you worn wigs?
What?
Have you worn wigs?
What?
Have you worn wigs?
Wigs?
Yes.
No, not technically.
Will you wear wigs?
More likely.
When will you wear wigs?
When I can afford to buy one.
It's a meme. I crashed out so hard right now that I just you make a meme.
Look, I'm so sorry. I don't watch TV. Like, but I'm telling you, like, I don't watch Star Wars. I don't watch Star Trek. I don't watch I don't play Red Dead. I don't watch. Like, how do I say this? I don't even remember like some of the early stuff that I used to watch. Like, I used to watch Special Victims Unit. You know, Law and Order Special Victims Unit, Blue Bloods. Don't remember anything from there. Criminal Minds. I used to watch that. Don't remember anything from it.
Okay, you know the Walking. You know what it is, right?
I've heard of it. Never watched it.
But you know a little bit about. You know, like Rick Grimes.
I know that he was an officer before the apocalypse and that he wore a blue jacket and killed a bunch of people. That's about it.
Basically, he doesn't die, but like it looks like he dies in one of the episodes. Spoiler alert! After I said the spoiler, but basically, people think he dies, and it's like he's the main character that has been since the first episode.
I mean, even if he did die, that would just mark kind of the end of the series. And people have already tried doing that, so it's possible that he could have died, but it's obvious that he didn't by the way that you're phrasing it.
No, he has come back.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's likely that he could have, because there's no rules in the film industry.
Yeah. I want my death to be like
Thane.
You know, Red Dead. The only way I can spend.
Hold on, what?
Arthur Morgan dies at the end of it. Gets the cough syndrome and like after being shot in the head by a snitch.
Right.
And like people actually cried.
Right.
What's your favorite game then? Like, tell me a game where someone dies. Like,
I don't know. I don't really play story mode games. Actually, you know what? Hold up. Wait. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I think 3 or 4 when what's it called? When Mr. Price almost dies.
yeah, wait. You like you know Ghost guy?
Yeah, it's
I want the
Simon Riley.
About it like that when I die.
I don't know if we can do all that, but we can try to figure something out.
Yeah, but I just want my character to be like really likable. Like, he can be a villain, but if he's a villain, he has backstory on, hey, I'm an asshole because I've been treated like an asshole. And then when he finally dies, people says, "Oh hell no."
I'm gonna put it like this. Simon was never like, how do I say this? There was almost zero reason aside from the fact that he's part of the SAS to act like that, as far as I've seen. So mixing Simon Riley with your character is gonna be hard, especially if he's a villain of all things.
Yeah, but don't mix it with him. I just like the reference thing to him dying, how it hit the fandom with death.
Yeah.
I want my death to hit the fandom like, no, I'm not dying. Stop it.
Stop it, you're not dying, I'm dying.
You're not dying. No.
I mean,
you know when a death hits so hard, you have to pause the game and like, nah, that did not happen. That's fucking great.
I'm gonna tell it to you like this: you're gonna have to be working overtime for that to happen. Because remember, there's a reason why a lot of those deaths hit the way that they do is because of the fact that like they were long running characters from the start that sort of like made an impact through the way that their personality was like. Like I can't cultivate that type of character personally because I don't have a personality. And
but I can be that character.
But you could because you do have a personality, and it's a good one.
Yes. No, it's not. It's definitely not.
No. To me, it is. Okay, it's a likable personality to me, at least.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah,
thank you. You got a personality too. You're a cool guy.
I don't have a personality, and that's a problem that I've been running into. Is that I really don't have a personality, just for a number of reasons. Like how do I say this? I don't really feel like I am the person that I am being forced to be. If that makes sense. Like when I look at the mirror, I don't see. Oh, that there's MJ, the YouTube personality that is up and coming. No, I see just some fucking random dude. Like when I look at my ID and I see my name, that's not my name. I don't know who that is. And this
I
isn't.
see my longtime friend. When I see you, I see my longtime friend that may be racist.
I am not racist. I'll put it like that. I do not hate people based off their race. I make jokes based off of their race, and they just so happen to be very hateful. No, I'm joking.
I just strongly dislike some people, and they may be Latina.
They might be Turkish. I just don't like Turkish people. That's all it is, bro. It's not racist.
Yeah,
It's just
like,
preference.
I would preference to be in a room with people of not minority, but that's not racist. It's
It's
what's the word
familiarity.
called? Racist. I meant strongly disliking others.
But yeah, I appreciate that. It's just unfortunately my brain doesn't register it as such. I struggle to accept who I am.
Little tiny potion. Remember those words.
Sorry, you said a tiny potion?
Noodle tiny potion. Remember those words. Remember them, okay?
I mean, I'll try, but I can't make no guarantees.
Thank you. Always remember that.
Your cock is fat. Always remember that.
You can see if you want to.
Crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the Israeli? We have a guy that's from Brazil. Well, he's from Brazil, lives in Norway, and his name is Bro.
Does he speak Brazilian? Or not Brazilian, Portuguese?
Yeah, Portuguese.
Do you think you can get him in so we can have him as a Brazilian character?
Oh, I think I read it.
You said that you think Iran?
I would rather, but I can ask him if he can teach you the way of the Portuguese.
The reason why I'm asking though is because I already have like so many languages that I would have to learn. Like I'm planning on learning like Slavic languages, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, stuff like that, just so I can use it in the
Italian.
production.
Thank you, big booty. I know some Italian. I can speak Italian, like some Italian. I'm learning Italian. I can be your Italiana person. You know?
Okay, so my horniness aside, you can speak Italian?
Some, like a bit, but I know like the word for brother. Got that though, but I'm download Duolingo. Now I finally found the purpose.
Yo, we should get together and start doing Duolingo sessions, low key, like as a team.
Yeah, I do Italian. You do.
I want to do Russian, honestly. I know that I don't have a good Russian voice whatsoever, and my accent's kind of ass, but you know. I just think that it would be a cool language to learn, especially if I'm gonna write accurately for my books, since a lot of my books are gonna be like with Russian characters in it. It's gonna be difficult to do that without actually, you know, knowing Russian.
But if you need like a character that speaks like a little bit of, if you need a character that speaks like a little bit of
Italian,
but not like fully, I could be that character. I've had like, if you need me to speak fully Italian for some scenes, I could do that too.
I mean, I could also just try to use Google Translate to get like a script down, and then you could try to figure out a way to either fix the script or, you know, just kind of use it the way that you need to. I would just put it like this though. We might try to start implementing more Scandinavian characters, like specifically from Norway, to see if we can get you in on more scenes.
Yep. Actually, a funny thing, I can actually speak Norwegian.
No, that's totally like not why I said that.
Yeah, isn't that so cool though?
Yeah, dude, that's so cool. I say like picking up my gun off the table, loading it up with a clip, just you know, fucking.
Thank you, my Goo Goo Gaga.
Fucking. No, I didn't know that you spoke Norwegian. Totally like you haven't been trying to teach me this thing like the entire time that we've known each other.
Okay, Time for a Norwegian.
God damn it! I should have never mentioned that.
Thank you for mentioning. Okay, yeah, say a sentence.
Where's the bathroom?
How do you think I would say it's in?
I don't know.
Arbeidet.
You said what?
Hvor badet? For.
Sorry, repeat that, motherfucker.
Hvor badet?
Yeah, I give up on Norwegian. I don't even know if I could learn that. What the hell type of...
First of all, we start with saying hvor.
Voodoo?
Bad boy. Hvor.
Voodoo?
Boo. 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 Like say boo.
Voo?
No, not. They like boo, but remove the boo with a v. Like voo.
Voo. Yeah, I said voo.
Voo. Voer. Voer.
Voer.
Ar.
Ar.
Are.
Are.
Say that together.
Boov or are. Go fuck yourself!
that sounded like it was a fucking Arabic. Okay.
You're Superman.
Let's try that again. Hvor badet?
Bir arabe.
That was better, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
I was being sarcastic, my bad.
Yeah, stop it because you're actually good at being bad.
I'm good at being bad. Am I a good boy at being a bad boy?
Yeah, you're a good boy. Good boy. And over.
Crazy.
Oh, you were my monster.
God, I'm so hungry.
Wait, do you know what you should do then?
Hmm.
You should go make yourself some and while you do that, you know what I can do?
What?
Entertain your stream.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording so that you don't unintentionally get me banned off of YouTube. I cut the stream because I was using an auto clicker and I completely forgot to you know not like turn it off. I completely forgot to turn it off is what I was trying to say. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I wanted to do vlogs on this channel for the environmentalist stuff. But the thing is that I would have to get this channel to 50 subscribers so we could start doing mobile live streams. So yeah, we still have a pretty long road. Although I have been growing exponentially because of the fact that I have finally given up on my whole like anti meme thing for the channel. So we went from having 21 subscribers last night to 26. So we're getting very
Congratulations.
yeah, we're getting very close to the objective.
Well, I hit my grandma yesterday.
Crazy. But yeah, we're now back to posting memes on the channel, but we're gonna try to make it so that the process of putting a meme on the channel is at least a little bit more rigorous, so that we don't unintentionally post something that's gonna get us banned again.
Stop rubbing that in.
It wasn't. No, I'm talking about my first attempt at YouTube. I got banned from I think my first and second attempt because I posted like bad memes on the platform and they didn't like it.
Low genuinely start like filming TikToks.
I would, but I literally have nothing to film, and I'm not doing those damned games again because that stuff is so cringe.
No, you have to dance like Lady Gaga stuff.
Dude, the problem is me and Lady Gaga can't dance, okay? Both for almost the same reason. My hips don't work, okay? I have a misaligned hip that causes chronic pain. I can't dance, bro.
Okay, you can hit the sea lion, and I can sing. Everybody hit the sea lion. Go with Florian.
Dude, are we at the millie yet, dude? Are we at the millie? Honestly, how do I say this? I've been trying to centralize the advertisement groups so that we can try to push our stuff out a lot more effectively. So like I've been trying to get a TikTok sorted out. Ooh, too deep. Damn it. Like I said, I've been trying to get like a TikTok sorted out and whatnot, because if we can try to get this channel and like any other channel related to it like kind of on the map, then we can start doing all of our stuff a lot more effectively and start making money off of our ventures.
Yeah, but I'm doing a parkour. I'm gonna commentate. So, actually hard.
But yeah.
Oh my god. Yes.
Speaking of parkour, I'm sorry to interrupt you, by the way. But the entire reason why we're even collected in this group right now as we speak is because of the fact that one of our guys was, I guess, not only watching Parkour Civilization, but also like wanted us to kind of get back on the saddle with the whole production stuff that we were originally doing. Because how did I say this? We were doing like we were about to do YouTube productions like what we were planning on doing now, like a lot earlier. But our first group, which was just 3 people, kind of like flopped a bit too hard, so we ended up not doing anything with it productively. And on top of that, the plans were just way too ambitious. So I think what we're going to try to do now is try to get like some plans formatted for Darko, and then perhaps try to get back to doing a different production that we were doing, a lot shorter production. Basically, I had a plan for a production called The Grand Strategy.
Wait. I have to go to the toilet.
Oh, okay, then. Bring me with you.
You too.
What? Crazy stuff that I'm hearing. I'm just turning the recording back on as well to say this. One of my friends just fucking died in a car accident just a week ago.
Yeah. Just find out.
Just like literally just found out. Like how to say this? A little over half an hour ago. I just got a message from the Discord account that my friend was using. That simply states this is Dylan's brother, because I guess his name was Dylan. He passed away a week and a half ago in a car accident. Just letting people know on his most recent messages. It does seem like he's not talking to you anymore. We are heartbroken by it, and I'm sorry to break the news to you like this.
Sorry, man. Okay.
So shit.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just literally just before this, like before he died, we were like planning to like run for government on the server that we were both on. And he kind of just like went missing almost throughout the remainder of the thing. And now I'm just now getting a message that he's dead. And I'm pretty heartbroken by it a little bit. Me and him, and we never saw eye to eye because of the situation that we were a part of. But at the same rate, it's sad that he died in a car accident. That's what I'm saying, bro. Whenever you're on the road, and I'm asking you specifically, okay? Like, fuck the whole stream, fuck the whole recording. Please, if you do get your license, do not drink and drive. Do not drive like an idiot. Please learn your road laws down to a T.
Did he drink and drive? Was that what?
I mean, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, doing that stuff. And to me, of like, uh, at my old school, where I moved down to the other side of Norway, for my aunt. Basically, we had this teacher. I spoke to him like a few days before it happened, and I just like said some words to him. He made a joke, and then the next week I just found out, oh shit, he died. Like the feeling of, even though I didn't know the guy at all, but I just remember the feeling of like thinking about like how I met this person and spoke to him just a little while ago. It's weird. Feels almost unreal.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
I'm a. I'm sorry, that's
It's
just thrown me for a whole loop.
yeah. You gonna go?
Me, no. But I might try to, like, subtly while I'm working, try to plan something, because how do I say this? Whenever a person dies, I usually get, like, something together to, I guess, commemorate the life and loss of the person. And we have done this in a number of ways. When we were told that one of our other friends died, which he didn't die apparently, um, we did a thing on a different server where we held like a memorial wall and a cemetery zone for the dude, and then on a different server we helped with a like hotel in his name, which was like the whole thing that was going on before we even got in contact again. So I'm thinking about perhaps getting that graveyard set up again on a private world and sort of like set up all the old graves, since this is like the third reported death, second real death that we had in our ranks over the last 6 years. At least in our part of the server. I don't know about anywhere else, but we had obviously that scare that we thought one of our guys died, which didn't happen, and then there was a suicide amidst the 6-year war that happened, a few years back. He committed suicide, and now there's Dylan, also known as LRLV, the greatest president of Usona, apparently.
Oh, were you
So,
good friends with him?
me and him, no. But it wasn't because of like any actual animosity between us. It's just the problem is that we were manipulated by another guy in our group to sort of like be against each other because of the political tension on the server. But it came out like very shortly after, like, after the last elections came out. We decided to team up to try to make Usona great again and try to fight back against the influence of the big bad guy. But that was like a few days before he died. So, I might not have been one of the last people to talk to him, but at least on the server, I was one of the last people to have worked with him. And it sucks that he's, gone now because, for one, it's a life loss in this situation, but we could have also done great things. In fact, this one guy, the guy that was pulling all the strings behind the scenes to make it so we were against each other, his one of the main things he said about us two and how our politics went, at least, is that if we weren't pinned against each other, which this guy was the guy who made it, so we were pinned against each other in the first place, we would have pretty much like quote unquote swallowed the world. He's not good with English, but you get the idea of what he was saying.
Yeah.
It would have been something great, and it's unfortunate that he's gone now.
Then rest in peace, Dylan.
Yeah, rest in peace. Dylan, you'll be missed greatly. More than you'll ever know.
Yeah.
He also took me to Minecraft Disney World.
What?
Yeah, when we were doing the whole political campaigning stuff and whatnot, we did a thing where we kind of went out to hang out as like a country, and we got like a few people together, such as like this one of our guys, Bingus. I think El Huez, which was the guy who's pulling the strings, and we all like kind of just took a day trip to a server that was hosting like a lot of the actual like Disney World attractions. And me and him got got banned because we were saying some nonsense in the server. Good times.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time.
I still can't believe he's gone, man. I don't know. Something's making me wish that this is just a sick joke that LRLV decided to adopt from the other guy. But at the same rate, I know he wasn't about the jokes, so it's unfortunately unlikely that he's alive still.
I've learned to throw away the hope. I've lost a lot of my aces.
Right.
And most of the time, almost always left the hope that it's fake. This is a joke. Even I feel how it is. Just gonna get worse, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, hell, this is the type of shit that makes you want to wipe your browser history early.
Yeah.
uh,
But the best thing, and probably the thing he would do, live like, continue life. Don't get stuck thinking about it.
yeah. You know what? I know what we could do.
What?
We can try to immortalize them. Let's put it like that. What if we made it so that there was like in the future, I guess would be the time period. There was a great politician, okay, president. Let's put it like that. He was a president. And you want to know what his name is going to be? He was the greatest president. His name's going to be Dylan America. That's what it was. That's what he's going to be named. There's going to be a statue of LRLV right in the center of that country.
That's a good thing. A nice thing to do.
Because this taken too soon. I think he was only like 23 or 25, man. And I remember when like not too long ago actually. And I made several posts about this on Facebook. That one of the family members that was on my brother's side, like not blood related whatsoever, but they were still family. They ended up dying in a car accident, and they were only like I think 6 or 10 years old at the time, and the person got off scot free. and it enraged me because not only did the guy get off scot-free, but he also showed zero remorse for it, even blaming the you know the mother who lost her daughter, or at least her like niece, because she was, how do I say this? We call her Bobo, and Bobo, she is the, I think, the mother of Aiden, my rapist, and uh little Charlie. Oh, that's her name's Charlie, and she was like just so little, and all I can remember is just, I don't know. I treated her like such like shit when I was younger, just because I was like an immature little shit who was like angry all the time or whatever.
Don't
And
don't
you know,
don't beat yourself up because of that.
I don't know, man. I can't help but do so.
I was kind of awful to my mom too, but I remember that. Do you think she would have wanted you to remember all the fun times you had, or the times were mean to her?
Oh man, all I can ever dream of doing is just try to figure out a way to reduce the likelihood of it happening again. Because I think I told you I want to get into politics when I get older. I want to become a spiritual leader as well. But
Who started becoming the president?
that
The
never
greatest
really
wonder ever, in my opinion.
right.
President who actually would have known what to do instead of just fucking nuking Iran.
Pretty much, yeah. Man, I at least have like a long 10-year plan set out for the government if I were to get into that. I know damn well I wouldn't be able to get past even the first term before somebody decides to try to pull the trigger, but it's hopeful at least.
But God has a plan for everyone. It's at least what I think.
Man, I don't think
If you
God. I think God has a plan if you feel me, but I don't think any of this was part of it. I think these are just the unintentional side effects of his plan.
have you read any of the Bible?
I've read bits and pieces, but I'm not too into Christianity or religion to begin with.
I don't remember the exact name, but it reminds me a lot of, for example, you. In that case,
You're cutting out.
oh yeah, I just paused a little bit. I wasn't sure what to say. Where God, basically, the devil said that this guy right here, that there was a guy that was really devoted to Christ.
I remember which one it was. I don't remember the specific thing, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and you remember the devil took everything this man had, but he kept his devotion because it's basically a test from God to see can you stand strong. And what it looks like to me is that yes, you are standing strong. You are doing the right thing. And I respect that.
Thank you.
No problem.
All I can say is that I can never take a knee in the face of adversity, but at the same rate, it's not my adversity. There's a lot of other people still suffering because of all the stuff that's happening. I'm just a witness of it all. That's the way
Yeah.
I see it.
Think about it. One day you may come down here to Norway. We can finally meet in person. Make you the Norwegian waffle.
Nah, because dude, what if we have like a good day and then a day after you just fucking also die in a car accident? That would suck ass.
Yeah, but then you would remember that we finally met, that my dream came true. And that you helped me fulfill it.
You better not die on me, I swear. I swear.
I think I'll manage.
Nah, I'd win.
I'd win. It's crazy.
I swear, if you do pass away, I'm going to march my ass on over to Norway and put that on your grave. Trust me.
I'd win.
You know what sucks the most though? And I'm not saying this just to add more to the conversation or to try to scare you or anything like that, but I don't know. I have like these weird discolored lumps on my skin. And given how common cancer is in my family tree, it's a little bit more worrying than, the way that I'm making it out to seem.
You get cancer, trust me, boss. I'll eat it.
I wonder how a cancer suit, like a what's it called, cancer meatballs would taste like.
The cancer meat, the balls with the parmesan. Very good.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not worried if I get cancer. I just hope that my mom at least is because she's doing a lot of medical research and she's found something that might be able to at least negate cancer and put it into remission without using Western medicine. But
Yeah.
I know damn well she likes to run it by the doctor first, and I don't want her to run it by the doctor, unless if it's just to examine to see if I do have it or not. I don't know. I don't like doctors. At
But
least
if
not
the
American ones.
worst comes to the worst, I'll physically beat the shit out of you till you go to a doctor.
No, man. I'm gonna put it like this: I'd actually rather just kill myself than to try to get radiotherapy for cancer. Because honestly, it would be a better fate than having to go through the suffering that radiology does. Not radiology, chemotherapy.
My plan is if I get cancer, I'll just isolate myself in a hospital room and
Gang, if you get cancer, I'm coming down there and curing that bitch myself.
Let me see here. If I use the toothpick, it become better. My balls.
Don't shove a toothpick down your urethra. What are you doing?
No, down my balls.
Hey, dude, why are you shoving a urethra down your ball?
You know what? I'm so peak right now, and I'm playing Pull Lucky.
Crazy.
Yeah, because I'm tough. I'm a bastard.
I wish I could
thought it
show
was
you what I
stupid.
was working on right now.
Man, if you ever meet your beat, tell me how to make it.
Just tell me how to make it quirk.
Giggity giggity. That made me bigger.
Hey, did you just say Nick?
No. Said no, it just says the N word with an A. Nah, I said sugar. Isn't that a word? No, it's shiver. Oh, did Blow leave the chat?
No, I'm still here. I'm sorry. I just don't know what to say.
Not petrified of me being racist. I thought he knew nonsense. My girlfriend sent me a video chat. Let me see. Oh, you got any plans for the Sumer?
For the what?
The Sumer?
What's that? Oh, summer.
The summer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna start trying to do military exercises. But I'm not
I'm
sure.
kind of scared of my girlfriend now because she sent me a video that I would nuke a city for you, by the way.
That's hot. You should nuke her city.
Yeah, the nuke is kind of hot. Okay,
Yeah, Mr.
Kim
Nuclear.
Jong.
That's
Hard.
weird. That's so bad. Imagine she's not
Okay.
Korean. I'm joking.
Mhm. What the fuck is this reaction? Send this to them. If you got arrested and went to jail, what would I think? He sent me a picture of Kinger holding a. Yeah. I don't want the rusty coil. Buy your own rusty coil. Muchacho. Muchacho. Allah Akbar. Johnny bad. Johnny thick. Double cheeked up. Richard. Johnny bad.
What the fuck is a Riker web? Also, who's typing in the map progression chat? It's co-location. It's getting bigger.
Just saying.
Oh, I said bigger, bigger, bigger.
Bigger. Giant gummy bear? Is this big enough? Bigger. Is this big enough? Bigger. Bigger. But if I say knee, will you say the rest? Knee. I said it finally. I'm now tough as hex. Daddy bad. Daddy. Damn. Damn, muchacho. Daddy bad. Daddy bad. At being a person. An awful person. So I sent her to Dagestan for 3 years. Now she dead. Daddy bad. Daddy thick. Daddy double cheeked up on my D. It's not bad. It's not bad. Or play some Fortnite, my man. To try to finish that horror game.
I'm still in the middle of working on the map. Remember, I still got a lot to do for the production group.
And the stuns. That's all right, my friend. Fudge. I go to my dirty love. I go to off. I go to